It is 16 minutes past 12 o'clock on this beautiful Saturday. Well, quite gloomy, but I still think it's beautiful regardless. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are live at the Durban Exhibition Center. It is day 4 of the Durban Summer Souk Festival. We've got about 9 more days to go. 9? 8. 8 more days to go. That's correct. My name is Kelly Ramazani, and you are on 90.4 FM if you just tuned in right now in the Durban region, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB, and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. It is a show where we're going to talk about all things society, all things family, all things life, all things everything. Today, the question we've got for you is, should couples share each other's passwords? What do you think? What do you have to say about that? Do you share your password with your spouse? Yes, no, maybe, and why? You can send in a voice note on 0609041056. We might as well be taking in calls later on because we got a few riddles that we will give you. And if you get the right answer, you stand a chance to win amazing prizes. It is a show that has no name for now. We'll just call it Society. Okay, so that's the show name Society with Kelly Ramazani here on 90.4 FM Radio Al Ansar. The question we're asking you right now is, should couples share passwords, phones passwords, social media passwords? Should they? Is it compulsory? Is it mandatory? Do they need to? Is it invasion of privacy? What are the pros and cons about it? You let me know. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. 0609041056.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير ما في ليل داوي قلبي ما في ليل اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير فيه الخير فيه الخير
Radio Al Ansar 24/7.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
So blue above my eyes with a thankful heart. Today is another brand new start. I feel so positive. Just wanna do my best to show this world I'm living in all of the love that I can give you. Many things that I can do, many things that make me feel so close to you, to you, to you, to you. Oh, within my heart, within my heart, when I'm loving, loving, loving you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, every day's a good day. I put my life in your hands, Allah. You will always lead my way. Oh, every day's a good day. I give my life to you, Allah. You will always lead my way. I love this morning breeze. Love how it purifies my soul. I'm so glad to be surrounded by the people I know, filled with happiness. Just wanna give my all and be all that I can be. Share all my love and energy. Yeah, many things that I can do, many things that make me feel so close to you, to you, to you, to you. Oh, within my heart, within my heart right now, loving, 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 loving you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, every day's a good day. I put my life in your hands, Allah. You will always lead my way.
Is it terrible? I'll go change my pants now.
We are live on air, and Ayaz is talking to me about his outfit today because we've got a fashion show later on this evening at 7:30 p.m. So if you're not yet here, do make your way here at the Durban Exhibition Center. Like I mentioned, Ayaz is in the building with me, and he's got a lot to say about the topic that we have for you today. Should couples share passwords?
I'm just upset because you told me my outfit is terrible.
That's the best part.
So look, let's talk about this, right?
Yes.
I think once you get into a marriage,
Yes.
it is the ultimate trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
There should be no secret of. I mean, I think if your spouse is not willingly giving you their password, that's red flag number one to me. If I was with, if I had a wife, like I don't see any reason. There's nothing there's nothing that you should be embarrassed about at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
I get what you're saying, but now shouldn't trust be built? Is it something that you demand?
Boss, if you married and the trust hasn't been built, that's red flag number two.
No. What I'm saying is, even in friendships, there are certain things that you're allowed not to share with your friends, like your past that you're not comfortable with, like your family history.
So what on your phone is on that level, Kelly?
I've got a friends group where we talk about everything and anything with no filter.
Right.
My concern is, what if the spouse wants to get access to that chat group, but now there are people's information
I hear you.
there.
Okay, but then
That's
there are ways that you can
confidential.
hide that on your WhatsApp, right?
There you go. Now we are going against trust because now I've got to hide it from you. Why do I need to hide it?
No, you
from
can hide it from everyone because that is you protecting your friends' trust. So there's a way on WhatsApp where you can now, I don't know what the term is called, but you can literally only with your fingerprint will that chat unlock. Something like that.
But you see, I believe in privacy. I'm big on privacy, even in relationships, in marriages, in friendships, whatever situation that you're in with a human being, there should be a need for you to be allowed to be yourself.
Okay, but then let's take it a step further.
Yes.
When it comes to money, like for example, yesterday somebody came to pay, and she's putting her fingerprint on it. It's like, it's my husband's. It's not working. I'm like, well, it's not gonna work. It's his fingerprint.
Yes.
And she's like, let's try the password, and it didn't work. And I was like, she's like, I'll get cash. And she's like, she didn't have cash, and I was like, okay, don't worry, it's on the house. But I mean, it was awkward.
Yeah, to see that you're carrying your husband's phone and you don't know the password.
You're trying to pay with your fingerprint, thinking like it's not magic, auntie. It's biometrics.
But there are certain cases where you can add an additional
Of course
fingerprint.
you can. I added my fingerprint to my mother's phone. My father's phone. I want to access anything I can.
But now, in a case like marriage, Ayaz, I know you and I are not married.
So we're the last people to talk.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So we might not be fully aware.
No,
of
but when
the
you're looking at
trust
things
and
from the outside,
requirements.
you see it a lot more objectively, I believe.
But the good news is we've got Tobega here who's married, and she can maybe.
Tobeka is
join
more of
us
a
in this
situationship.
discussion. Is it compulsory? Is it mandatory for spouses to share each other's passwords? I don't think so. I don't agree to it. But what you mentioned was very important. If you marry somebody, there should be no need to hide anything away from them, However, I think when
Okay,
it
just give
comes
us a hand
to-
signal, guys in the studio. Give us a hand signal. Do you think the spouse should have the password? Yes or no?
Yes or no? Who agrees?
Yes.
Yes. Asif says yes.
She
Chef
is
on
still
duty. Rashid says
No.
no. I'm not
Tobeka
signing
says?
that. No.
Oh,
Tobeka
is a.
No, it makes sense, guys. We work with people. We work with their secrets. We work with confidential information, and having
I just
to.
think it's opening a can of worms.
Of course, it is. But these are the topics that we should be talking about.
For sure, for sure.
Because it breaks friendships, it breaks relationships, all in the name of I define trust as you should be transparent. But my level of transparency is not for you to have access to my social media.
This is a great concept for a show. You should pitch this to the head of content.
All right, Ayaz wanted an introduction. There he is, the head of content of Alan's.
No, I genuinely think this is a show. Okay, to everybody listening, and if you like this sort of content, these sort of topics, please send us a WhatsApp. It will allow me to get this moving along much faster. I think it's important to talk about societal issues within our community.
Of course.
What Kelly's talking about now is she's just And look, we're not taking it too seriously, but there are things that we can take a lot more seriously.
100%.
Especially within our community. The thing is, we choose not to talk about these things, and then we go and we clutch our pearls.
Yeah.
And we cry. But in your house, your husband is beating you. Your daughter's got a drug problem. Your son ran away with the boy, and all of these things are things that are happening that
we're turning a blind eye.
that we turn a blind eye to. The thing is, if we don't address them, and it's not about shaming, it's not about being provocative. We are an Islamic radio station.
Yes.
We have an Islamic ethos. But these things are happening around us, people.
Yes.
Let's be real. If you are paying your zakat with uplang, let's be honest, what you're doing is haram. Right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So let's not try and sugarcoat these issues, but let's talk about them. And honestly, nobody's here to shame or judge anybody. Tap the screen.
Of course, and that is the reason why we create platforms like this, so that we break the stigma, we create awareness. We're asking for your messages on 0609041056. You may send your messages, including voice notes as well. We'd love to hear from you. This and a whole lot more coming up next on Social Matters Society. What do we call the show? It has no name.
It is
Society.
Things that are happening right now that affect you for now. It's to be named.
Let's get one name.
To be named.
To be named.
TBN. TBN. Join us for TBN and TBR and all the T's on Monday.
And give her all. I give my all and everything. Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam.
Radio Ansar. WhatsApp us now on 060 904 1056.
زينت السماء وضعت الجبال أمرت البحار وخلقت الجنان سيرت الكواكب أضأت النجوم فجرت الأنهار فأرحت القلوب وللعباد أنزلت الإسلام وللهداية أنزلت القرآن وبالسلام أرسلت الأنبياء من الضلال إلى الضياء سألت حين رفعت يدي عن رحمة سألت كل شيء في ضعف ربي أشكو إليه لكنني إن شئت قلت كل الخمور أنت الكريم أنت الرحيم Majestic and mighty, the King of the worlds, the Lord of creations and the heavens above. You're closer to me than my jugular vein. You answer my prayers when I'm hurting in pain. And in return for worship and love, you give eternal peace beyond earth. And all around, we see all your signs. Hear every prayer, so here's mine.
And we are live on 90.4 FM Radio Al-Ansar. It is 12:30 right now. My name is Kelly Ramazani. I'm keeping you company up until 1:45. That's in the next 14 minutes. Live at the Durban Exhibition Center, fourth day of the Durban Summer Souk Festival. This show is a show that we still haven't named it yet, but I think society would work well because, like Ayaz said earlier on, we are going to be talking about all societal matters, things that affect us that we're too shy to speak to the public about or to speak to anybody about. However, we still suffer in silence. We're about to break that stigma. Do not suffer in silence, okay? So we will offer you the platform where you can bring in your queries, you can bring in your concerns, your thoughts, your views, your opinions. This is going to be the show for that. Right now, we're currently talking about something chilled but very debatable. Should couples or spouses share each other's passwords? Some people agree. I see some of your messages saying, yes, it's important. Others saying, not really. So I want to know more. What do you say? What do you have to say? Yes, no, maybe. And if you say so, why? I want to know why do you agree or why do you disagree? The sheet we just played you right now is Mo'ad the Kun Fayakun. Before that, we played you Good Day by Mahir Zain. I personally think it's not necessary. You know, I don't need to prove my love for you by sharing my passwords with you. It's important, yes, in cases of emergency, you need to get hold of somebody, through my phone. But that's also a bit shady because you should have my mom's number or my sister's if you're gonna be hubby. Okay, so I don't think you will need my phone. You see how I'm inventing every single scenario there is just so that you do not get access to my password, right? But on a serious note, I do not think that having to have each other's phone passwords or social media passwords is the proof of love or the proof of trust. I think privacy is very important, even in love, even in friendships. I am your friend, I am your lover, I am your spouse, but there's some things that I'm not comfortable sharing right now. Not because it's you and I don't trust you and you are not the love of my life, because many people have this habit of projecting. And when something happens, it doesn't matter what that person is going through. We think it's us. Oh, it's because it's me. It's not a you problem today. Okay. Every other day it is a you problem, but today it's not a you problem. Especially in this case, it's not a you problem. It is just because that person might find that topic to be sensitive, or that person might just not think it's that important, or there's just so many reasons as to why people might not feel the need to want to share their passwords. It's not because they don't trust you, or it's not because they don't love you. It's just they're not really into that kind of thing. And I'm going to speak on my upbringing. Up to this day, if my phone rings and I'm in a bathroom or I'm somewhere and it's right there on the lounge or the sitting room, my mom will not answer. She will not. She will bring it to me and say, "Hi, Kelly, somebody is calling you. Here's your phone." So that's the household I was raised in, you know. Even my dad would say, "Hey, if somebody calls me, please respond. Please tell them I'm busy or I'm doing this or I'm doing that." We'd still not pick up. We just I don't know. It's just, it's a personal preference, you know. So having to maybe find a spouse one day and they demand that, hey, I want access to your phone. For me, it will feel like an invasion of privacy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's why we have this show. You can disagree. I feel like there is a need for us to be transparent. However, there's also a need for us to have privacy. So that is a two-way street there. We also take talking about cultural context or religious context where people feel like, you know what, if you are my husband or if you are my wife, then I'm answerable to Allah over you, you know, so I have to know everything you're doing, where you're going, who you're talking to, and what you're doing. I disagree to a certain extent because as much as you are the guide, no, no, you're not, no, you're not that's not the right word. Okay, as much as you are the provider, protector of your wife, I'm speaking to the husbands. She still has the right to be a human being and exist outside of that marriage. And now I'm speaking to the wives. As much as it is your husband that you care for and love, I still think they should have a life outside the marriage. That's just me, okay? That's a Kelly thing, okay? You are allowed to agree or disagree. You let me know on 0609041056 quickly before we wrap up the topic and we go into our riddles for the day. What do you have to say? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Should couples share each other's passwords? Why do you say so? There is this thing where if you like another male or female's picture on the internet, that is considered cheating. I take offense to that. I find these things petty. I'm so sorry, but in my opinion, it's like we're trying to create an argument. We're trying to start something that is non-existent. Like I'm not allowed to look at people. I mean, lower your gaze for sure, but once. Okay, let's stick to the topic. So I say privacy is still important. I also think that things like this can start control issues in a marriage or in a relationship because the phone might become a problem. I can't get access to your phone. You're probably hiding something from me, and then boom, it escalates and it blows up. When it's something that we could have resolved, we could have ignored, or we could have just let it be. And it leads to loads of overthinking. Now your partner is busy on the phone and they're smiling, and you know you don't know the password, and you're probably thinking, who are they talking to? Who is making them smile like that? Damn it. Maybe they're seeing somebody better than me. It's just unnecessary stress, in my opinion. Again, Kelly here. Also, it creates a lot of trust issues, like I mentioned, with boundary confusion. Because as much as we are in love and butterflies and stuff like that, I'm still an individual with my own hobbies, with my own likes, with my own, upbringing and individuality. And I think that shouldn't clash with the marriage. That's the beauty of it. We're different. We come together. We learn about each other. And we love one another because we are different. You see? But also, I hear you. I see some of your messages. You guys say, no, Kelly, it is because of transparency. You need to share the password. I get that. I get that. And also, yes, it's convenience because sometimes if the other person is driving or eating or cooking or maybe in the shower, the other has access to their phone. So they will reply on their behalf. It's convenient. I understand that. I absolutely agree. And also, it strengthens the we mindset, as in we are in this together. I agree to that message as well. I still am not fully convinced that I'm willing to share my password with somebody. Yeah, maybe you can try harder. Send in more messages. Maybe the messages will convince me. 0609041056. It is day 4 of the Durban Summer Souk Festival. We've got about 8 more days to go. So if you haven't made your way here, do that. It is the Durban Exhibition Center. That is where we at and where we will be for the next 8 days. We also got a fire lineup at the Darwood Entertainment tent for today, as well as all the other days to come, specifically the fashion show, which I'm super excited about. That's going to take place from 7:30 until 8:30. Then comedy and Kawali will follow thereafter. For future context, okay, there are certain programs that others might agree to and disagree to, but bottom line is we're here for the people, and that is why we do what we do. And I'm here for you today. That is what I want to read your messages. I see lots of you are so eager on finding out your spouse's passwords. Like I see people say, no, Kelly, we need to see the password. We need to see the password. Guys, you don't need to see the password. That's what I say. Come fight me at the DC. I'm joking. We say no to violence, okay? It is Society with Kelly Ramazani. We've got a few more minutes to wrap up the show, but first I want to ask you some riddles. That is what we'll be doing up next.
Radio Unsar.
Getting you through your day. Radio Massage.
Quickly left all my dreams in the backseat. We used to dream with paper planes, wrapped in a cape, planning our escape. Scars on my skin, learn from my mistakes. Tears in my eyes, wiped up from my face. The sun disappears till I hear my name. Is mama calling out? I'm an hour late. The older I get, the harder I fall. My dreams were so big, even though I was small. I was told that I can't. I'm still gonna try. I'm up in the clouds with no wings. I'ma fly, oh fly away, hey, hey, fly away, hey, hey, fly away, hey, hey, fly away, oh fly. Every single place I go, people call me foreign. Laying low lately, that don't mean I can't be sorry. Other side of the globe, somewhere I ain't never been. I was searching everywhere, forgot to look within. Now I understand the world is bigger than the block. Used to play hot, lava posted at the park. Now my octaves carry lava cause the block is hot. Where did all the years go? Can't change the past, but our future yet to unfold. Y'all keep myself driven, never neutral. I've been writing with a purpose, so I speak it for my soul. Gotta do this for my youngest till the day I die. Even if I don't succeed, I can say I tried. You see a smile, cause the pain we just tryna hide. Just tryna show my people you don't need no wings to fly. The older I get, the harder I fall. My dreams were so big, even though I was small. I was told that I can't, but I'm still gonna try. I'm up in the clouds, with no wings I'ma fly, fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away.
17 minutes to 1 o'clock. We will be wrapping up the show shortly because we'll be taking Salah just now. We were speaking about sharing passwords. I got your messages, a bit of a conflict there. Some say yes, some say no. I'm still not yet convinced if I should cross on the other side and say yes, it is necessary, it is compulsory, it is mandatory. So we'll leave it there, to each their own. But thank you so much to those that did send in the messages. Right now, I've got a riddle for you. Quick one. Okay, so I need your hands to be your fingers to be sharp and fast. You know, every time I make a mistake on air, I tell people, guys, I'm not English speaking, I'm Swahili speaking. But now that excuse has expired, so I'm gonna have to invent something else, and I'm gonna have to come up with another excuse. All right, but for now, I need you to put on your thinking caps, put them on, get your fingers ready to dial, because we will be giving you 30 seconds to send in the right answer. 30 seconds. The timer is set now. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
You are the greatest.
The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody that sends in any response after this, unfortunately, you will not qualify for the prize or giveaway. For those that did send in the answers, some were close, others very far from what we are asking you. I will now have to wrap up. The answer is footsteps, and nobody got that correct. Thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure. We shall do it again. In Conversation with Kelly Ramazani is the show name, where we talk about all things society. That's it from me. I say to you, find your purpose and leave your mark. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.